What have been my best luxury purchases of 2021? Fast track your luxury collection by watching today's video, because with the beauty of hindsight, I can now see some of the better items that I decided to purchase in 2021. Hey everyone, my name is Steph. If you are new to this channel and love designer bags and luxury in general, you are in the right place. We get it. Make sure you join us by hitting the subscribe button and the bell down below. Okay, so I am a self-confessed designer bag and luxury addict, and in 2021 I have definitely made quite a few large transactions. I have been purchasing more designer bags, but not just that, I have also, for to be honest, the first time ever, buying more luxury outside of just designer bags as well. And some of the items that I'm going to show you aren't designer bags, they are luxury purchases that I have made that I have not made before, and they've turned out to be really great ones. Please let me know in the comments down below what luxury items have been your best buys, either in the last year or just in general. I genuinely think by sharing information like this can be really helpful and can help us to maybe make that purchase that we've been on the fence about, but also to avoid some costly mistakes. So I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know in the comments your favourite designer items. Item number one. I was debating this for about 2 years before I actually took the plunge and purchased some. I will pop links in the description box down below for you to all these items, by the way, if you want to shop them. So this item is from Louis Vuitton. It is not a bag, and it was quite an investment for what it is, but it is a Louis Vuitton perfume. So I got this one here, which is the, how do we pronounce this? Atrep Revs. I've probably said that completely wrong. I need to Google these before I actually come on camera and try to pronounce them. Anyway, I got a sample of this in when I purchased a bag from Louis Vuitton years ago. I haven't had any samples recently. Has anyone had any from Louis Vuitton? I haven't. But anyway, I sprayed it, and this one for me was like the one that I loved. I quite like a sweet scent, and this is quite sweet, but it's not sickly sweet. So when I went to London, I decided to get a bottle, and as you can see here, I am less than halfway down. I have had this now for about at least 6 months, probably longer than 6 months. I got the 200ml bottle. So I believe this cost me 300 and something pounds for a 200ml bottle. And like I said, that is quite a lot for a perfume, even though it is 200ml. My perfume that I liked before this was the YSL Black Opium Floral Shock, I think it is. That one's quite a sweet. I really like the smell of that one. However, I found that the perfume was, because it's like quite a dark orange, it was turning, and still does, turn my white clothes orange. So it was ruining my clothes, which then meant it was becoming a lot more expensive. I haven't had the same, even though this one does have like a colour to it. It does have like a pinky colour to it. It doesn't stain clothes. And honestly, since wearing this perfume, I get so many compliments on it. My second best purchase is a bag. This bag has surprised me because I did have it in a different size originally, then I got a smaller size, and I love it. If you've watched any of my other videos recently, you will know I talk about this bag a lot. This is the Chanel Business Affinity bag, and I just love it. This is in the mini size, but it fits my phone in and it fits my coin purse in, so this is perfect for shopping. I actually went to Bicester Village recently and did a vlog there, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. But I took this bag with me, and I feel like it's stylish enough that it, you know, it looks really like cute and well put together, but you can tell it's obviously Chanel as well. And it's just the most easy bag to use. Like, you have one large compartment. I currently have mine stuffed. The best thing about the bag is I have a little detachable pearl strap here, is the pocket on the back. So I put my phone in here, and as I was walking around Bicester trying to get as much footage for you guys as I possibly could, my phone was in this back pocket, so I could just like grab it and quickly film when I could. So for me, this bag, honestly, I also think I prefer this to like a classic flap, just this long strap and how you can crossbody it, but this, like, the chain isn't ridiculously thick. but when you're wearing it, it adds like a little glint, like jewelry to what you're wearing. So yeah, for me, the Business Affinity is one of the best bags from Chanel, honestly. I really want to get another one of these. I like it that much. I want a grey and gold. If anyone's selling one, please let me know. But I would get a mini or maybe even the medium size as well. But yeah, this is without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, been one of my best purchases of 2021. The next item is another one from Louis Vuitton. Now, I did try to pick these up when I went to London, and I also got my perfume, but they didn't have them in stock. Luckily, I stalked the website so much that they did come back into stock. These were very much inspired by Decor and Designer on Instagram, by the way. If you aren't following her, go and check her out. Her Instagram feed is beautiful. And she kept posting pictures of her wearing a very similar pair as to what I've got here. So they do, this is my Louis Vuitton sunglasses, whoops. They do come in a beautiful box here, or like a trunk style box inside of there. And here they are in their dust bag. These are the cat eye sunglasses, I believe they are called, and I absolutely love them. I just went for the plain black ones, and they have the LV logo on the side there. They have like a gradient to the lens, which I really like. They're just kind of plain black. I knew that these for me would be an investment piece in the sense that they are just black sunglasses. You know, they kind of go with everything. You could wear them as an accessory in your hair. I have often worn them like this when you aren't wearing your sunglasses. But yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with a big pair of black sunglasses. I can't remember what these retailed for. I believe about £300 to £400. Again, I will link down below and put prices if they are still available, but they were selling out at the time that I purchased them. On to the next best purchase. This one, this is Louis Vuitton. I ordered a Capucine's purse, a full-size purse, and I absolutely love it. I still do have it. However, I quickly realised that if full-size purse does not fit in a lot of my bags, and the bags that it did fit inside, I didn't necessarily need such a big purse with me. So I purchased a Louis Vuitton Zippy coin purse. Super simple, in the monogram, with the gold hardware. There we go. I don't think this was too expensive. I think I paid just under £300 with price increases. I'm not exactly sure how much this is now. I love it. I literally use it. Ever since I've got this, I've used it every single day. What I will say is if you jam pack it, it does get a little bit hard to zip. So I do personally have like quite a lot of stuff in here. All my cards, I've got some change. I have like a gym band that's probably not helping with the situation. But yeah, I have lots of stuff going on inside here. But this helps me as well. I found with a full-size purse, I would carry like all my cards around with me all the time, all the loyalty cards, bits of paper. Whereas with a smaller size purse, number one, it's not going to take up as much room, but I mean, whoever needs really more than a few cards? I know that I definitely don't, so I probably need to give this a clear out actually. But this has definitely been like one of my best purchases. Used it every single day since I got it. And just to quickly show you like wear and tear, I mean, it looks pretty immaculate. So it's really been a great purchase, and I would highly recommend it if you are looking for a new purse. My next best purchase, I talk about this bag a lot. I do apologise, similar to my Business Affinity, but I just like to kind of hammer this home on how much I wasn't expecting to use this, and it has since become my everyday bag, literally my everyday bag. It has all my stuff in it right now. This is the Louis Vuitton Odeon PM Bag. I debated it for a while. I didn't know if I liked it so much. I think I prefer the look of the Pochette Matisse, but there's something about the Odeon. I just find it so much easier to use than the Pochette Matisse. And yeah, I pretty much used it nearly every day since I got this bag. I got the one with black leather there. You can see like a little bit of wear to the leather, I guess, on the corners, but overall wearing really well. In here, I will put my phone and mask. I think this is one thing I'm learning about myself. If you like to grab your phone a lot, you know, if you're out and about, you want to take pictures or you're checking your phone a lot, a pocket where you can just slide your phone in and grab it, so important. Something that I'm, learning about myself. But also, on the pochette matisse, you kind of have to open the front up. And with this one, you just unzip the top and you've got access to the entire bag there. So I'm loving that. It's really not fussy. It's just super easy to use. Really thick strap here. You can easily put another strap on if you wanted to, but I've just continued to use this one because I've had no major issues with it. I crossbody it, and she is definitely my number one most used designer bag. Now for another Chanel piece. I believe I got this throughout lockdown actually. I remember seeing it and trying to find this was a nightmare. So I did have to buy it from a reseller. I paid a premium, I believe, on buying it from a reseller, but I've absolutely loved it ever since. I'm not wearing it right now because I'm going to show you it, but you will have seen it in lots of my other videos here. I debated whether to buy a Chanel piece of jewellery for a while because it's costume jewellery, and it is expensive to say that it isn't real like precious metals, but I knew that I would get a lot of use out of this, and I just love it so much. So this is my Chanel, I believe it's Matrice d'Art necklace here. The great thing about this necklace is you can hook it on there like that, or you can extend it even longer and attach it to that part, so then it sits even lower. So this is it as a necklace, and then you can also have it more as like a longer pendant as well. I do wear this quite a lot. Again, I really like things that are staple, that go with a lot of other items that aren't trendy as such, similar to, again, what I've said, designer bags and a pair of sunglasses. I could be wearing a t-shirt and some shorts, and instantly putting this on, it just adds a little something to the outfit. I love gold, and it hasn't, do you know what, I do wear quite a lot of like perfume and stuff when I do wear this out. It has not tarnished. It has not tarnished at all. Like, it looks absolutely fine. And finally, last but most definitely not least, the final item that I purchased in 2021, which has been, for me, one of the best purchases. You might already know if you've seen some of my other videos, but we'll get her out again. Here she is. This is my beautiful Chanel Pearl Boy bag. So I wrap mine in tissue to stop the chain indenting into the leather. And here she is in all her glory. We have shiny gold hardware. We have pearls, different sizes, large and small. Oh, just look at her. Black. I love this bag. I love this bag. I got this from a Facebook group, so I purchased it pre-loved. I probably would have considered buying this brand new, but I don't think they are available anymore. I think the small size might be, but not the old medium. And the old medium is my go-to Chanel boy size for sure. Yeah, for me, this, obviously Chanel bags are quite the investment in general, but I was so pleased when this came up that I was in a position to be able to purchase it, because it sold very quickly. When I went to pick this up, there was actually someone else calling the woman to say, has she come to pick it up yet, because I want to have it. So it's very much like a time pressured thing to go and buy this one, but I absolutely love it. And I think sometimes you have to have an idea in mind of what your dream bag might look like. And I know I like the Chanel boy bag, I like the look of it, and I've always wanted a Chanel bag with pearls on. It's kind of, I never thought I would have one because they are so expensive. Like the pearl Chanel classic flaps on the resale market, I'm pretty sure they're upwards of like 10k, something like that. And for me, that, I just feel like that is a lot of money to spend on a bag. So when the boy came up, and I prefer the boy to the classic flap anyway, this was literally a no-brainer. No regrets, one of my best purchases. Let me know what you think to my top 7 luxury purchases of 2021. Honestly, getting all of these out, I feel so grateful, so lucky, and I just love each and every single one of these pieces that I have purchased. As mentioned, please let me know in the comments down below what have been your best luxury purchases of the last year and just in general. I think we can learn a lot from each other. Now, if you aren't already, make sure you sign up to the Handbagholic email by clicking the link in the description box down below. It means you are not going to miss out on any more designer bag amazingness. Every time I release a video, I will send you an email so you don't miss anything, and also any exclusive deals that I get with brands and discounts that you might want to know about. Now, make sure you don't go anywhere, because coming up next, I will link my latest video release here for you. And over here, I'm going to be taking you through my entire designer bag collection of 30 bags and revealing my 3 best and 3 worst. Enjoy.